Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 60 here in Jarpus. And yeah, we are right getting to the rats and mice now. We basically today will focus on the seismic vibration work. We're going to use Mercer and try and sort out the 3 scanny spots we need to scan to do the seismic vibration task. Will we get that done today? Probably not. It'll be close, but probably not. But then after that, all we've got left will be the Mercer to deliver the 2 turbine trailers, plus then the final tasks back in Costa A. So let's get stuck in. Going to swoosh on over, swoosh, because we've just arrived. And as you can see, we have got the Mercer right there. He's ready to go. He's got his seismic vibratory jiggery thing on. He's got a fair bit of fuel and he's pretty well prepared. Little tiny repairs needed, but nothing that'll kill him. So let's head into the other map, because obviously the fact that it's not showing the scanny points now that we've got a seismic vibrator on our truck means that they're not in this map. We've got to go into the other map, and then you'll see that they'll switch and start to show distance to the points. I'm hoping we might get this done today, but it'll be a mighty day if we do. Everything will have to go right. And that generally doesn't happen. There's usually something goes wrong. Either I take a wrong turn and head up to the factory instead of going down to the town. I've done that before. Or we have something that causes us to lose time. We will see how we go. You know, we can only do what we can do and do our best. Now remember to go round to the left. Okay? That wasn't the turn off, was it? See, now I'm second guessing myself. That was the turn off. No, it wasn't. Oh, boy, man, come on. I've only been doing this map for 60 days. I would think I would remember where to go. But sometimes it just sort of it all blurs together a bit. I reckon that's all part of getting old. Definitely should be avoided at all costs. Getting old. Right, here's the turn. Take that turn. Take that. They should do pretty well with the seismic thing on. It's a nice size relative to the truck. It takes up a fair bit of space, but he's pretty comfortable with it. As he looks pretty comfortable. We know the Mercer's pretty solid on the Sierra Fuerte map. A little bit slow in places, but fairly stable. So having this somewhat higher centre of gravity will make it a little bit trickier compared to running around with just a semi-trailer crane. But now we've lost the crane, so that means we've lost a bit of weight. Let's come through here and refuel. Do a tiny bit of repair from the ferry, because he's still got a bit of repair points in him, but we've just about used all of his repair points up. Let's just pull up there and switch to the dairy, change truck, and hopefully that music will not be annoying. Sometimes it is. I'm hoping we'll get away with it, because So I'm going to talk over the top of it, but sometimes it's a bit of a pain. It's picked up by YouTube. It says, no, that's a copyright strike. So if it does, I'll basically have to mute all that lot out. So you may find there was a muted spot where the music gave me copyright issues, or you'll still be able to hear it all because it hasn't given any issues. I don't know whether we'll get away with it or not. But we'll deal with it however we have to. We've followed this path a fair few times before. So yesterday we were happy that we could finish the logging contracts, but we have left the forester at the coastal festival place rather than bringing him back to the garage. So at some stage we're going to have to bring him back to the garage. Pretty much true of all the trucks. I think that's probably the easy part done now. From now on, it all gets harder. That's the end of the bitumen. We're going to head up as per normal. Go through the warehouse all the way up to the gateway, and then on up to the cement plant where we'll refuel from Kodiak, and then up to the fuel station. And the assumption, well, actually I probably shouldn't be too quick to say that because we're more time we've got something down near the logging station. So yeah, but we'll go to the cement plant anyway because I want to fuel up. We need to have as much fuel as possible before heading off into the wild unknown. And also that run from the gateway to the cement plant will also give us an indication where the scanning points are relative to each other. Monitoring the distances for the scanning points very closely. Could spend quite a little time trying to just find the scanning points. That's why I'm sort of not really confident that we'll get this done today. That together with the fact that the Sierra Fuerte map is fairly slow going anyway. Do have, and the other thing of course is we're going to have to be thinking about where our fuel is. We know where the fuel station is and we know where the cement plant is. They're our first two spots. And we've also got the R21 with the little scout fuel carrier trailer over on the eastern side, and not far from the helipad. That'll be useful if we have to scan over that way. If we have to do any scanning down near the observatory or near the logging station, then yeah, we're going to need to be very aware of our fuel. What I don't want to do is have to run myself out of fuel and then have to bring the Earth halfway across the map to box up. I don't mind bringing the Earth roamer back to the service hub. That would be fairly sensible. I don't mind that at all. But we won't be moving him until we've actually had a look at where these scanny points are likely to be. So let's hop in here. Rightio, and now you can see we've got some scanny points. So we can actually watch those distances, and they're all fairly similar distances for heart. 1,802, 1,631. So if I bring up the map, and from here, I literally just put a checkpoint over here at the log cutting site. See, that's only 1,000 meters. So to go 1,600. 1,300, 1,800, right, so 15, so somewhere see there, yeah, so maybe that could be one of them there. It's on an arc of that sort of point, so sort of from there, and it's going to arc, so it must have to arc over about here. Oh, even that's too close, up to here, 17. Somewhere in the middle of that work site, maybe. 14. Something like that. So basically, though, the arc of that one is sort of like that. So there's going to be one of them somewhere there in that sort of arc that I'm trying to trace. But the other two are even further. So that's only 17, so it can't be there. So only the 1631 one can be there. 17. 17. I mean, we're very close to the same numbers. What's that? How about up further on a farm? 21. Oh, okay, so easily any of them could be up here. Yeah, 18. Right. So, yeah, that's a big arc there. So there's probably two of them. I mean, they're probably going to be, one of them's going to be up in here somewhere. One of them's going to be over here somewhere, and one of them will be over here somewhere. Maybe back here. Maybe. But they're certainly going to be at this sort of as far away as you can get type bits, just by the nature of, the measurement. So, okay. So we're fairly confident. So we'll remember that from there, and we'll just watch them a bit as we go to the cement plant. They're pretty much all getting closer, of course, because we're basically heading north in that sense. I'm not going to watch them too much for a moment while I skedoodle along. So I just want to get to the cement plant, and then we'll have another look and sort of see if we can work out anything else clever. So certainly at this stage, they can only be in the northern half of this map, just by the sheer distance we have to travel to get to any of them. That's pretty cool. That makes me think I can go all the way up. Actually, I can go all the way up to the fuel station. The only thing that would be a problem then would be if there is one over on that west side in the little west camp. But even then, we can still go across that second crossing. I'm trying to think, how am I going to get to these places? I reckon we can either go across that second crossing or we can go right up over the top. I'm kind of thinking we're going to go right up over the top, because I know that two of them are going to be sort of up and over the top places. Just careful here, this is my nemesis, this spot. But only in heavy trucks, actually. Lighter trucks, not so much. So they're all coming down, as you would expect. Bottom one's just going up a fraction. But he must be right over on the eastern side, so we're sort of heading northwest. Indoor, not far down though. So there's going to be one over there on the eastern side in that hot springs area. We'll do a second check once I get to the fuel station. If that's the case, that bottom one is over on the eastern side, then that means it pretty much can't be at the western half. So everyone's coming down here. Makes sense that they're all in the north. Yep. Not to refuel from it. There we go. Just run on to the fuel station. Keep a little bit in Kodiak, just in case we need it. Oop to you. Let's keep going up to the fuel station and get past Platypus. Not sure how Platypus will go pulling up that little bit of steps there. I hope he'll be okay. We'll have to see, won't we? Platypus is basically going to be making the same trip later on. Everybody. still very much in the same distances, so not excluding. What I'm watching for as well is to make sure that none of them starts getting radically bigger. Don't mind if they sort of just drop a little bit or go a fraction back up again as we make a turn. But what I don't want to see is them starting to climb a lot, which means then we'll have gone past them, so to speak. Yeah, that bottom one is definitely over on the eastern side. Let's look how he's going up. He's going up now. We must be going away from him when we're driving west. He's on the eastern side. We're not super getting close to any of them, so, and I don't think any of them are at that western point. Well, again, it can only have been the bottom one at the western point anyway. Otherwise it's up here at the donut farm. As soon as I come around this next corner and start heading northeasterly, I reckon the bottom one will start to drop quickly again. At the moment he's not dropping quickly, up to dropping quicker. Watch what happens when we come around this corner here. This stage we're 11:35, the bottom one. As we come this way, we'll start to really see it drop. Yeah. So he's definitely in the east. The other two, probably a bit more west of where we are now. I reckon we've got one over on the east near the steam plant over there. Got one up near the banana plant, probably one somewhere in between, I reckon. Yeah, see how that bottom one's been coming down super quickly. Implies we're heading more towards it. And when we turn away, might be a little bit lower than I thought. It might be more near the helipad. I'm going to have to see once I get to the fuel station. We'll stop and actually get our little map out again and click the blue markers and see how we go. This is where we think we're going to be. stop there. And we'll look at, see how, what we're looking at. So 889.5. Much. Right down there. Still too much. So he might be sort of a bit further than that. Or 7, no. No, he hasn't come down lower than that, so he must be, he's probably up about there somewhere. He's up in that area. That's the bottom one. He's up on the other side of the river, somewhere up there. 596 and 593. Okay, so if we were to say, let's go to that little trailer, because that looked good. Yeah, so that's 600. Yeah, so somewhere there, that's a good sort of number. And probably somewhere over about, no, closer than that. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere there. So roughly, again, you can do the arc. So if you were to put a pin there and a piece of string at 596, near enough, you would run it around in an arc like that. So I reckon there's going to be one of them, because it's never been less than that. Oops. Yeah, it might be in about there somewhere. Again, the same sort of distance. So we've got an arc anyway that's looking like that. So I reckon there's going to be one up here somewhere in this lot. There's going to be one over here somewhere near the gateway. And there's going to be one over here in this sort of area. So which area? Okay, so given where EarthRoamer is, we probably want to start on this side and come around like that so that we can refuel from EarthRoamer at the end. All right. So I think what we might do from here, from the gas station, we're going to come down through this geothermal. And actually, we might just go and find that one first. Let's go and find that one first. Why not? Either that or we'll go around to the west first. Sort of just see how I'm feeling as we get down to the geothermal station. It might be that we come back here to refuel, or it might be that we bring over the EarthRoamer to refuel. So once we're done here, there's nothing else for the EarthRoamer to be doing. I don't think he's going to be needed to help the platypus. Platy will be coming through the gas station anyway. So the only reason EarthRoamer would help would be if I've blown a tire. Because he's got spare tyres, whereas platypus doesn't. I'm going to be brave and go down this way. This seems to work pretty well. Cuts off quite a lot. So there's the 373. That's almost certainly the one that's in this sandy area where the prototype exploration trailer is. You should be now seeing that one go down really quickly now. We're pretty much heading straight for it. I'll just stop there again. Do another little look. Again, thinking there's around there. There, look at that, 244. So that's 243. Yeah, so it's going to be right around there somewhere. I mean, it might be here. There, you know. So, but it's going to be somewhere in that sort of blobby bit. $3.99. Ooh, too much. Still too. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so he's more there. I think. Mind you, I could be wrong. It could be. It might not work out like that. Actually, that's interesting. I'm going to leave that marker there, and see how close I am with my guessing. Oh, I didn't leave it there. Right. I'm going to leave it there. Go away. Okay. Let's go over that one. There we go. Figure once I've done this one, if I have to, I can come back to the fuel station, but I actually think I might bring the R21 over to the service hub. So that's a bit more sensible. Don't need him over on the eastern side now, so although there is one up there we've fueled up at the hub, we won't need to fuel up yet. Right, so now I'm going to be watching that second one. So I'll actually aim for it at the moment. See, my little blue dot is 301-ish. Yeah, it's sort of mirroring what the top one is showing. Which is great, because that makes me feel even more confident that I've guessed the right sort of area. It's not quite right. You see now there's a bit of disparity. It's 230 versus 290. I haven't quite got it right, but it is definitely in the right world. Actually, 211, 209, I'm reading the wrong one. Stop reading the top one when you're looking at the second one. It might have been nice to have done that work site, just as I think it would look cute to have a little bridge going across there. There we go. So we're within 150 metres of the spot now. I'll keep heading for that spot and hope that we're in the right world. Either it's in the water, unusual, 1.4, 7.7, 9.4, okay, so it is in the water. Ew. Okay, it's in the water. Oh, sure, it's with me. There we are. We're on it. No. No, that's right. Up. Where? No. No. Oh, I can't remember how to do this now. I don't do it very often. Settings. Controls. No. HUD. Crane navigation. Yes. So if you put a crane thingy on, that then helps you. Oh, I'm not quite in the right spot. Now I'm in the right spot. It was square. I was right. Okay. Rightio, so there's the first one done. I'm just going to turn that legend off now. It's annoying. Right. Okay. Right, so I've done the first one, which was pretty much not far from where I guessed. Happy with that. So for the second one, it's going to be up in that sandy wasteland up the top where we had the rocks and chasms everywhere. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Hopefully we'll be able to find it. Did well with the first one. So let's go 2 for 2. He's struggling going back, and we have no trouble coming over. This way just seems to be much harder. Freezing as best known to the next one. Let's watch that top one. It's now 391 and it should come down quickly as we come across it. And we'll turn left. Into the sandy area. Okay, I'll take a bit of a punt on where I think it is as well once we get a bit closer. Quite north. Coming at it quite quickly. Alright, so I reckon it's more over there. I reckon that's roughly where we're going. In there. Could be down there. Or it might be up there. But you know, we're in that again, in that sort of world. So let's follow this path along here and then jump down there and see what happens. As I go more north. Yeah, I think my guess there might not so good. So it's still it's 43 versus 26. So we're getting, my guess is quite a bit out. So that's 81 versus my point of 109, so that's not so likely. 81. So how about up there? 107. 68. Yeah, it might be What else have I got over this way? Oh, 88. Ooh. But it seemed to be more going down quickly when I was going north. It could be there, or it might be more like there. Let's see. Let's basically, I'm going to come around this way, see what happens as we go. So let's watch that 80 that I put there and see if it comes down in the same sort of numbers. Not bad, not perfect, but not bad. So that's not far at all, far away from where we're going. It's sort of in there somewhere. 39.40. See how now we're going away from it. So yeah, so it's definitely down that path. For 11. There we go. We went too far. That's the second spot. And then the third spot, 705. 705, I'm thinking is over here somewhere. 800. 789, 787. Doubt it's here. Oh, it might be here. Maybe it's in this river crossing. Let's assume it's in the river crossing for the minute. Somewhere there. That's my first guess for that one. Now, how am I going to get out of here without being an absolute nightmare? I just don't know if we're going to be able to get back up onto that little road. So it is a bit of a nightmare. I might try and get back up onto that road. Oh, going that way. Yes. So when we're on the road, it's going to just make it that little bit easier to watch the numbers. Because when you're in the middle of the yuckiness, much harder. Now, we've still got 200 litres of fuel, so I think we're going to be okay. Is to find the spot. Just going to try and keep watching both of those things. So 673, 668. Okay. Not perfect. It's not the right spot, but it's it's promising. It might be further up the river, down the river. It looks like it's more in the river than it is in that hot springs area. Okay. Yes, we're pretty close. A couple of metres out. Might be really good actually, because then that's very much near where R21 is coming in. Oh, and this is where we know now. I know where I am now. This is the turn off where we normally come along to go to the fertilisers. We know where we're going. We know where we are. We've got an idea of where we're going. But those little blue markers can be quite useful. You're sort of not using it as a marker, but it's more as a distance marker. see now, so it's 428 versus 446. So you can see it is wrong quite a bit. Yeah, that's interesting. So I'm going to stop there again. 412. So it implies that it's further north because it's shorter. So instead of being there, I hope it's not somewhere there. I'm thinking that they've probably been pretty mean. I mean, you know, okay. Let's put it there. Maybe they've been friendly. So there we go. I've reset it back at 412. So that's now consistent. So let's see how that changes as we go. Again, not quite right. See why I'm fairly keen and confident of it being in that sort of area. It's near the river crossing, more so than in the heat steam area. Wow, we'll get this done today. That is awesome. Just keeping on watching the two of them, make sure they don't diverge too much. See, now he's 181, 179. Yeah, so it's wrong again. So I'm wrong. It's not down that far. So it's 178. It's going to be more over there. So I hope it's not somewhere like that. No, it's too far. One. Oh, unless it's. Oh, I wonder. Actually, I might have been. Oh no. Where am I? I'm there. The 178. Yeah, it puts you in the middle of this nothingness, so can't realistically be here. So that's my arc now. So I'll try and arc around. So now I'm continually just sort of moving it back. So, but it seemed to be. I don't know. I'm not so sure now. Oh, anyway, we'll keep it sort of there and thereabouts. It's around there somewhere. Again, it's not there though. Still got it wrong. I'm getting closer to my marker, aren't I? Or we are still getting closer to it. Getting closer and coming at that sort of angle. Just going to watch this. Right, it just got bigger. Okay. I reckon it's back over here. Oh no, it didn't. It only just got bigger. It got bigger, which means we're further away from it here than we were here. But only just. So that implies it's like 67. Not too many. Oh, now I'm not sure. Oh, unless it's up here. Oh, no, it can't be. Can't be up there. Okay. It only just got bigger, so it's not back here. Otherwise, it would have been getting bigger quite a bit. 79. What if I put it there? And is that? Oh no, that's not enough. Okay. Oh well, let's just sort of right. So it's got bigger. Yep, getting bigger. Slowly getting bigger. Bigger. Right. Going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. As I go that way. Yeah. Some stuff. It's getting smaller. Yep, getting smaller. Smaller for a little while. Oh. Yeah, even. And then getting bigger again. Right. Right. So we know we've now got a circle. 74.4. 113. How about this way? Doesn't make sense for it to be this way though. It's too close for it to be that way. Don't believe it can be that way. I wonder if it's sort of over there. Yeah. Somewhere very close to there. Let's see what happens. So it'll get bigger again as we go up here. I kind of want to... I don't think I can go through those rocks though. I think I'm going to have to come along here and hop over or something. Well, there I was thinking we'd get this done. It's now... it's giving me a bit of a wrinkle. 77, 78, 79, 81, so getting bigger. Bigger. I'll get down there. Let's try and get down there. See what happens when I try and go down there. Oh, hang on a minute. 88, 89. Right, so that's the wrong way. Good. 81. Yep, so this is the right way. Over that rock. So it's coming down, but not looping down. It's not driving straight at it. Like this area. If I now head upstream, it'll get bigger. If I reverse to go downstream, 36. I don't know, but now it's getting bigger again. Again, I've gone past it. Oh, this is frustrating. Almost like it's up there on that sort of... I don't think it can't be on that. Hang on. Engine on. 29 is not very far. Oh, it's only 16. Oh, is it in like there? Oh no, that's 50. 29. 18. I'm struggling with this one. Whereabouts do I have to do this one? It's 29 meters away. That's 50. 29. It's that sort of distance around the, so somewhere. Oh, it's not there. See, that doesn't look like it's the same distance. 40. That's probably good. 36. Oh, don't tell me you do have to drive all the way up. I wonder if it's something horrible, like you have to be right up on that rock or something. Oops. I reckon, oh no, that's not on the rock, that's on the grass. Come on, get me on that rock. 33. Can't seem to find it, can I? But I'm kind of thinking that that's where it is. That it's up there, which will be ever so annoying of them. Because I've now got to go all the way around and then come back to get to here. So, which I guess is possible. Can't see myself just going up there though. Go back here. Find the path will take us. 2, 6. So you can see we're going the wrong way. Ah, dear. There I was thinking how great I'd done. And I was ever so clever. And it was good. And done me a dirty. Let's hope that I am not barking up the wrong tree. Let's see what happens when we come up here. We're getting closer. Trying to get up to here sort of thing. Don't like it. I hope it's not down here, so something horrid like that. Right in a nasty spot, I tell you that for nothing. Okay, so we're going to come along up here, over here, up there, up there. They've done a good job with this one. The others were very easy to find. This one, they've done a good job of making it hard. I could well be not in the right place even after all of this. The fact that we're getting further away from it. See that number come down fast. There you go. Oh, they were sneaky beakies. that's worth a photo. Because that was not easy. Actually, I'm just going to reverse back a little bit. It's not 190. Take a photo of that one. All be good. Lovely. Okay. I just realised that we've finished the task of the contract. We've got to now visit the research centre. I thought we'd done, but we will not. Just squibbly back here. Dash over those trees. Sorry, trees. And then we're pretty much out of time. We won't make it down, well, definitely won't make it down to the research centre now. I might head down and meet up with R21. We'll probably do that tomorrow. We can meet up with R21, top up our fuel, do that little bit of repair. Everything will be good. It's sort of feeling a lot like it's not very close. Let's just climb up onto this bit of greenery here. Just see what time it is. What do we got? Oh, 8:07. How about that? Perfect. So that'll do for the minute. Boink. Right, so there we are. So there I was thinking I'd finished this contract, and they've got a sneaky last stage where you've got to visit the research centre. So we'll have to do that, which is fine. But we'll go via the Earth roamer, refuel, repair, head down the east side, and visit the, what's it called? A research centre. And then head down to the gateway and hopefully make it back to the fuel station. So that's going to be, yeah, so tomorrow we will finish this contract for sure. And that'll just leave the platypus to do the final contract, and then the Earth roamer to come back and do the last two tasks in Costa A. So, yeah, and then obviously all the trucks have to come back. So we've still got a fair few days yet. This was day 60. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be, we might even have to get up to 66. But we will see. We're certainly doing our best at the moment. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today. I really enjoyed it. I don't usually do seismic vibration stuff, and it was nice. It's nice to work out where to go. For once, I hadn't actually looked in MapRunner to find them first. So it's a bit of a change to actually look at the numbers and sort out where you're going. Anyway, we did that. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again tomorrow as we continue on our adventures in SnowRunner. Bye for now. Bye-bye.